You know what it is, yeah? I just don't get why some people just have so much ego and pride. It's one of the things that I don't really like, and a character, a quality that I don't like. And I think your character says a lot about you as a person. And I think your character is the most important thing in this world. So when I see someone that has a lot of ego and pride, I'm just thinking like, you okay? Like, you alright? You alright, my guy? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So, because I had things happen to me in my past year, and it's probably why I see things differently. But I've had events happen to me in my past where it's humbled me a lot. Let's just say it's humbled me quite a lot. But it was lessons that I needed to learn in my life early on, at a very young age, right? Even like being homeless, and before that, going through all these other crazy stuff in my life. Living in a room where I'm sharing kitchen and bathroom with strangers. There's so many things that's happened to me that's just made me very humble. There's been a lot of times where I didn't have a lot of money. I was broke a lot of the times, and I was barely surviving, but it made me humble. But I knew these were the lessons that God has given me to teach me certain things in life. And so when I see people with ego and pride, I'm just thinking like, you do know, right? After you die, it's all gone, right? Like, wherever you were trying to flex about and show off, and yeah, I'm the guy, I'm this, I'm that, that's all gonna go. You know that, right? Like, it's not yours. And that was one thing I learned very early on, is that I don't own anything in this life, in this world. I don't own anything. Like, even if I was to buy something and it gets passed on to my kids and their kids and their kids, well, they don't even own it. They'll die one day and pass that on to someone else. You don't hold anything forever. It's temporary. Everything is temporary. So I'm thinking like, how does a person have that much ego to think that they own the world? Like, they own something and they're better than others. And that's another quality I really don't like in people, is when you think you're better than someone else, maybe because of your status, your wealth, or whatever it is. And that shows how you are as a person and what's your character like. And that's why I'm thankful. Like, sometimes I thank God. I'm like, thank you for not giving me that wealth and status of a crazy level, and I become like that, or I end up like that. Because I'd rather not have it. I'd rather be sitting here with nothing in my pockets than to be that kind of person. And that's just me. That's just how I function. And that's just why, like, I just don't get it. Like, how can you have that much ego, man? Like, how can you think you're all this, like, when tomorrow, if you don't wake up anymore, none of that matters. Like, what was you doing this all for? Like, what was your purpose? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're showing off, you're flexing for what? Because tomorrow you wake up and that's all gone. And the other thing I don't get is, I might be so fixated on showing off and being the man and whatever, and I'm showing off, but just as how I've got that, tomorrow I can wake up and lose all of that in a click, just like that, right? So I don't understand, like, how you can have the bravery, I don't know if I would even call it bravery, yeah, but whatever it is, how can you be so confident in that sense where you're just, yeah, you have that much ego? And so that's a lot of times I realize that it's just like, I don't really own anything in this life, and whatever I'm doing right now, it's all thanks to God. Right? Everything that I have in my life, it's all because of Him. And if there's any blessings that I have, any problems that don't come my way, it's all because of Him. Right? And I believe, like, whatever is in my fate, in my destiny, I'm not in charge of that. I can only do so much, and I'm in control of only so much that I can do on my end. I just have to make sure that I'm good on my end. I'm being a good person. I've got the right character and the right personality. So I'm not, causing no oppression or injustice towards people. Like, I'm making sure I'm good on my end, and I'm letting God take care of everything else, right? But I know I'm happy either way. I'm happy if I end up in this position where I'm very wealthy or not. I'm happy either way, because the main wealth and the main success is who you end up becoming as a person and who you are as a person. That's the real wealth, right? So yeah, it's just something that's been bothering me, and I thought, you know what, let me speak on it, because I think a lot of people do need to hear it. And if you're one of those persons that are very, that has a high ego, just take your time to just think about what I've said, because listen, if you can lose it all tomorrow, man, and that's it. You lose your status, you lose everything, and now people will remember you by how you've treated them, and people remember you by what you did when you were in that position. So think about that, and people will remember you how you lived life here. After you've died, that's how people remember you by, So think about what's more important. Think about what's the real purpose here. Why are you here? So think about all of those things before, you decide to kind of show off and do these other things. But there's more to life than that, and a lot of people don't understand that. And especially in the Asian community, right, there's a lot of that happening. There's a lot of jealousy, a lot of spite, a lot of envy, a lot of I'm better than you, look at what I've got, look what you got. There's a lot of that, especially in the Asian community. So yeah, think about all of that, because today you might be winning, tomorrow who knows. I'm Mitak, and remember, I'm just a man. Don't follow me. Peace.